Hi all, today we will be discussing about constructor and its types. Please stay tuned and watch this video till end. Constructor can be called as special method of class which gets automatically invoked whenever an instance of the class is created. Constructors in C# are fundamental components of object-oriented programming. Like methods, it contains the collection of instructions that are executed at the time of object creation. It is used to assign initial values to the data members of the same class. Some important points about constructors are the constructor of a class must have the same name as the class name in which it resides. A class can have any number of constructors. A constructor cannot be abstract, final, and synchronized. A constructor doesn't have any return type. Now let's check different types of constructor. There are different types of constructors in C#, each serving different purposes. These are the most commonly used: default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor, private constructor, static constructor. Now let's get into details of each of these types of constructor. 1. Default constructor. A constructor with no parameters is called a default constructor. A default constructor has every instance of the class to be initialized to the same values. The default constructor initializes all numeric fields to 0 and all string and object fields to null inside a class. 2. Parameterized constructor. A constructor having at least one parameter is called a parameterized constructor. It can initialize each instance of the class to different values. 3. Copy constructor. A copy constructor is used to create a new object by copying the values from an existing object of the same class. Useful when you need to duplicate an object or create a new object based on the state of another. 4. Private constructor. If a constructor is created with a private specifier is known as private constructor. It is not possible for other classes to derive from this class, and also it's not possible to create an instance of this class. Some important points regarding the topic is mentioned below. It is the implementation of a singleton class pattern. Use a private constructor when we have only static members. Using a private constructor prevents the creation of the instances of that class. Note: access modifiers can be used in constructor declaration to control its access, i.e., which other class can call the constructor. Private constructor is one of its example. 5. Static constructor. Static constructor has to be invoked only once in the class, and it has been invoked during the creation of the first reference to a static member in the class. A static constructor is initialized static fields or data of the class and is to be executed only once. Points to remember: it can't be called directly. When it is executing, then the user has no control. It does not take access modifiers or any parameters. It is called automatically to initialize the class before the first instance is created. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more such videos. See you all in my next video with one more new topic. Please hit like, share, subscribe to support this channel.